Welcome back to the Quantum Cave. I'm Mike Longo, and sitting beside me is Mr. Glen Quasny.
Hello.
You wanted to tell us about a play you just saw.
Yes, last night I went and saw The Parisian Woman at South Coast Repertory Theater in Costa Mesa, California.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, too. It was one of the first times I've ever gone to a play and recognized everybody in it. You know, I've gone to shows where, oh, Charlton Heston is the lead, great. But then, of course, you don't know anybody else. Mm-hmm. But this one, playing the lead character was Dana Delaney.
Oh.
And it had Stephen Culp and Steven Weber.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Steven Weber from a breakthrough role was Wings. He's done a lot of great things, but that's to me, I always remember that because I love that show so much. Linda Gebringer, who I believe I've seen on Buffy and Dollhouse, and I guess a lot of Joss Whedon things. Hadn't thought about that at the moment, but now it's in my head. And Rebecca Mozo. Oh, wait a minute, did I get those mixed up? I'm so bad with names and stuff. I gotta see their faces. Linda Geringer. Oh, she's the one who's on Touch right now. She just got killed on Touch. Oh, spoiler warning. If you're got Touch on DVR and you haven't caught up yet, I'm sorry. Linda Geringer plays the mother of the brilliant guy, kind of a... not Steve Jobs, more of like he's a brilliant computer guy, but she plays his mom, and
she's been in a lot of stuff.
She gets shot.
Oh.
So,
West Wing, Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. I remember from Gilmore Girls too.
Frasier. Yeah, she's done a whole lot.
Frasier, yeah, all the shows I love, and she's, and I don't love everything. Sometimes it sounds like that, but it's not the way it is.
What occurs?
So it's Rebecca Mozo.
Cold Case. I've seen this.
Yeah,
she's in quite a lot too.
Yeah, and of course Steven Weber from Wings fame. But even though he's done a lot of great movies and
he's done
plays
a lot.
And things, these guys were great. The Parisian Woman. It's actually based on a French play from the 1800s, and it's modernized, brought up to date with some new themes and things. Funny satire, they touch on politics. A lot of this, only it's Washington, D.C., so it's like, people are going for appointments. The president's going to appoint somebody, and, they fight over that kind of stuff. But they don't fight. It's all very subtle, behind the scenes, and Dana Delaney plays this woman who... She comes off as sort of a dilettante. She's like, oh, she just does whatever she wants. She's just one of these women who's living off her husband and having a good time. But by the end of the play, you realize, she's the smartest person in the room, and she's the one who's can really manipulate these people to do whatever she wants. And she's a very sophisticated woman. But these characters, they come across as human. They come across as real people, and she really put it across that. If you get to see this play, you'll be really impressed, because she does a whole spectrum of emotion. Not just the smart, clever woman, but also a woman with a lot of deep feelings, things from her past that are gone that she thinks about, and things now in her life that she's going to have to give up, not regret. She's a woman who doesn't seem to regret things, but she moves on. She keeps moving forward, and in that sense, she's a very positive person, and yet she's, as she matured as a woman, there were points in her life where she met people, and now thinking back, she's like we all do. It's like, oh, that could have worked out different, but she realizes that she did what was right for her at the time. Now looking back, sure, she's smarter and more mature now. She could have handled it differently, but. She did what she did. So no regrets, but memories. It makes her a little, not sad. I don't know what's the name. There's an emotion where you feel about it. It's kind of like nostalgia, but I really got it from her. And the other thing is, I was a theater major. I have a degree. I have a couple of degrees. And I joke sometimes about, that piece of paper is worthless, but not if you're talented. you know, and if you talk to any successful person in any business, not just the entertainment industry, quite often, and I've heard this from writers when they speak and from actors, they're like, well, if you know, if you really want to be successful in this business, the first thing you should do is drop out of college, because you're not going to learn anything there that you can't pick up working, and it'd be better to be working, and you know, and making the contacts and that, and so that's kind of my thing, you know, that I do. Just like she thinks back about, you know, people that she loved and stuff like that, I think back to theater, and the very first moment of that play, when the lights came up, and she walked down towards center stage and took her mark, it wasn't so much a memory, it was sort of a sense memory. It like washed over me. I felt what it feels like for your feet to hit that mark and for those lights to be on you. It's like it all came back, and it was like, oh, I've been there. And I remembered what that was like. And it was good, you know, it was good. It was a good time in my life. It was fun. So yeah, that's the thing, you know, I like going to plays and stuff, but sometimes they stir up things in me that aren't just what the play's about. It's, you know, so I have a hard time, you know, and then I get into like, oh, they got an Olapsphere or whatever, you know, they got this lighting and they're using this gel to make that warm, and I kind of get distracted sometimes, but this play, I got caught up in the characters.
Yeah.
And it was very well done.
That's what they should do.
And there was humor, you know, it wasn't dry, there was humor, and like I say, good satire. So I really enjoyed this play.
Well, excellent.
Enjoyed it a lot.
Do you know how much longer it's running?
I can, yeah, it's got to be on here somewhere. Pause. South Coast Repertory. Well, you can look it up online.
Yeah, well, we can post it.
I think it's just like another weekend or two, because they rotate things, and they always have things going on different stages. So there's more than one play going on. That's another thing that gets me. Oh, here we go. April 14th to May 5th.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's you got another, what is that, 2 weekends or 1 weekend?
It's coming up fast.
It's coming up fast. So get out there and see it, because support live theater. Everybody should support live theater.
The Parisian Woman.
The Parisian Woman at South Coast Repertory in Costa Mesa, California. I don't just read comic books.
That's great. All right, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
On the Quantum Cave.
The Quantum Cave with Mike Longo and Glen Quasny.